And I want to encourage you that if you want to experience real significance, then center your life around making God famous instead of working hard to make yourself first. It's not about you, it's about him. It's about putting yourself second so that your life can point to him. And that's kind of what we're all about here at Daybreak. It's our heart that's saying, God, would you help us help others discover a life-changing journey with Jesus? That's our goal. That's the mission of God for us, is to help make him famous. And as we work through this Lenten season, if there's one thing you think about in making yourself second and putting God first, this transitional value that we embrace in our faith that helps us take our faith to the next level, is that God has done this work in us so that we could not only enjoy God ourselves, but he wants to do this work in us so that we can pour out his life into others. And I want you to think of that analogy that we talked about earlier with Colton Dixon, giving this analogy about those two cups, one being your cup and one being God's cup. I want you to think about a third cup in that analogy. At first, we have to empty ourselves, and that's been the goal of this series, the goal of digging into Lent. How do we decrease and create more space for God? But that when we do, then we make room for God to fill our cup. But why does God want our cup to be filled? Just so that we can hold all that in ourselves? We're filled to be poured into a third cup. The cup of someone else who God also loves, who hasn't yet experienced God's love in a meaningful and tangible way. And how many of us know people who have an empty cup right now, who desperately need God to fill their cup as well? First, we empty ourselves to be filled. Then we empty ourselves in order to fill others.